What's up, guys?
A cross in stone. This could be the place Rosa mentioned. I'll grab the spade and see if I'm in the right place. Come here! A cross in stone. This could be the place Rosa mentioned. I'll grab the spade and see if I'm in the right place. Ugh. A tough job, but it was worth it. The way to Malashov is clear. Now I get it. Those boards were supported by beams to hold the earth above, so there didn't have to be as much of it. Hidden and firm. Really smart. It's a good thing they did it that way too, so I didn't have to dig as much. An axe to deal with the supports and the planks at the entrance. A spade and bucket to clear away fallen earth and free up the entrance. Everything's ready for escape whenever needed. The Ruthards really left nothing to chance. Fuck, that's deep. I wouldn't want to fall down there. What do we have here? A ladder. In an escape, it'd be enough to pull it up, and that'd leave any pursuers stuck. I just hope it can hold one attacker. Damn it, that's cold. What's this door doing here? Could it be another of the Ruthard's tricks? But if this beam is dropped onto those cleats, no one would break through in a hurry. I reckon with this, any defenders could hold off their pursuers for quite some time. This will come in handy on the way back. This looks like it could be the wall of the Malashov cellars. There's no going back. This is it. All right then. Courage, Henry. Courage. You can do this. This is going to take a while.
Ruthard and Liechtenstein are turning the Kuttenberg houses against us.
Bavag will deal with Ruthard. But Liechtenstein is your concern. How come you haven't caught him yet?
He's slippery as an eel. He's hiding somewhere in the Jewish quarter. I sent spies to track him down, but they never came back.
Flush him out of that hole of his. For fuck's sake!
Why such concern, Otto? Gutenberg is ours. Sigismund has the reins firmly in his hands.
He's got fuck all in his hands. Sigismund thought at first he'd come to terms with his brother Wenceslas, clear the way for him to the imperial throne, and take the Bohemian throne for himself. But Wenceslas couldn't even get off his drunken ass and go to Rome for the coronation. And now, the glorious Hungarian king has fallen for Jobst and his damned truce. He's been taken in by that treacherous turncoat.
Jobst betrayed Wenceslas. Then Sigismund, and now us. He fooled all of us. But what can he really do against us,
I'll tell you what. While pretending to parley, he incensed the Hungarian nobles against Sigismund.
Surely Sigismund's army can deal with that inconvenience.
Ha! He was paying his Cumans by letting them pillage Bohemia. He set half the people against him in the country he wants to rule. And now, there is nothing left to plunder. While we are shuffling our feet here, Jobst is surely mustering an army.
What are we going to do?
We've got Cabon. I'll keep Hanush and the Lipa people at bay. If they ever want to see their heir alive.
Jobst has Liechtenstein mustering other allies for him. We get him in our grasp, and Jobst will be like a fish out of water in Bohemia.
I'll drag him out of that Jewish den with my own two hands. Count on me, sir.
The betrayers of Christ, hiding a betrayer. They are rich. All that's needed is a good pretext.
The Kuttenbergers will be quite happy if their debts to those usurers happen to go up in smoke.
Yeah.
You're learning fast, young man.
The gate open. A horseman, sir!
Hanush is out of the game. The Kuttenbergers are taken care of, and we'll catch Liechtenstein. You'll see, my friend. Good times are coming.
Your Graces, King Sigismund is convening the town council, but first he requests your presence at the Sedlitz monastery, without delay.
What's all the urgency about?
Surely you must know that yourself, sir. The captives fled Trotsky Castle and killed Istvan Toth while escaping.
What? That's not possible. That's a lie.
It is true, Lord Toth is dead.
Who? Speak!
The messenger said something about Cobbler's bastard and some outlaws.
I swear, by everything that is holy, I will find that whoreson, and I will rip out his heart!
Jesus. What's with that boy?
Sir Istvan was like a father to him. We better go. Bring the horses!
Shame about that dog.
Lord von Burgov
Luck
had
was
to
on
leave
my
on
side.
important
Now
business
to
for
find
King
Capon
Sigurd.
and get out
He
of
took
here.
a small escort with him, so the garrison is slightly weakened now. So, be extra alert on your watch. If I find anybody slacking off, they'll get the whip.
You got it, Conrad.
Diepold, I'll send Hyman to the gate. You'll be in charge of the southern and eastern fortifications.
All right, Conrad. I'll get right on it.
Franz, run along back to the guard. Get some sleep. You don't fall asleep during the night watch.
Enemy in the face!
just to keep watch here?
I think you're just holding up here. I'll ask him first thing tomorrow and see what he tells me.
And ever since he yelled at you last time, I reckon you are too. So what do you say we help each other out a bit here? We'll hole up a bit downstairs, and you won't say anything to the captain about it.
Have no fear. We'll just have a little nibble, with your kind permission.
And we'll be as quiet as mice in the hall. We won't disturb you, trust me.
I hope so. Now off with you.
You're a sharp one. Now to deal with her.
Sorry for her, with nobody taking her seriously around here. She's some third-rate daughter of some lord from who knows where, so she was actually quite lucky that old Otto took a liking to her. The thing is, everybody knows where she comes from and treats her accordingly.
Bloody hell. Old Otto? He'd have you whipped for that.
You're right. I better keep our lord out of my mouth. It's stuck in the sausage instead.
What is happening? Who are you?
Quiet! If you make a peep, we're done for.
Henry?
Good God, Henry.
What are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing? Hunting boar? Came to save your noble arse.
My noble arse thanks you. Oh, how did you get here?
I'll tell you later. Who's this?
Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. At your service.
Brabant led the defense at Kuttenberg. He's Sigismund's prisoner, same as me.
And I came very close to holding the town. Besides...
There's no time for chit-chat. He's our ally. We can't leave him behind. Right, no doubt you've got a cunning plan for us to get out of here, right? Well, let's hear it.
Of course I have a plan. Listen, I got to the fortress through a secret passageway that old Ruthard told me about. Von Burgov knows nothing about it.
C'est magnifique! Very cunning.
And so far, the garrison has no idea I'm here. We're lucky von Burgov left the fortress along with von Aulitz and some of the garrison. So I'll take you to that passageway, and we'll get out of here. We'll get to the forest not far from here. I'll have some horses ready there. We'll be gone before you can say the Lord's Prayer.
Formidable! I call that an elegant plan. I myself had to sneak like that once during the siege of Arezzo. So, what are we waiting for? On y va!
Wait. A passageway, you say? A dark, narrow passageway?
Well, it's just a passageway. There's a bit of water in it to wade through, but nothing we can't handle.
You can forget about it. I'm not going through any passageway.
What?
Let me repeat. No passageway for me. It's not the chivalrous way.
It is not chivalrous, c'est vrai, but in our situation, it is more than delicious.
Fuck chivalry now. That passageway is the only chance we have of getting out of here alive.
Well, in my opinion...
Fuck your opinions! No! Just no! I mean, we'll all suffocate in that passageway. Or it'll fall on our heads.
What's gonna fall on us, damn it? If I got in that way, we can get out, too. It's completely safe. So stop acting like a madman and let's go.
I can't do it. I'm afraid of small, dark spaces. Ever since that tower fell on me in Nabokov, and I was stuck under the ruins, I can't. I just can't. I'm sorry, Henry. There has to be another way.
Have you come up with some ingenious plan for getting out of here? If so, I'd really like to hear it.
What do I know? We could maybe break down the gate.
Un moment. Henri, you said that Von Bergov left. Is that not so?
Yes.
And what about horses? Are there any horses left here?
I think there's a couple, yeah. In the lower courtyard.
Très bien. That will be enough. We just have to get to them. But I think we could get there stealthily. It is not far from the tower to the stables. Then you simply open the gate, et voila, we are gone! Just like I escaped when surrounded by that English dog John Oakwood. It may not be the best plan, it was not back then either. But we simply had no other choice. Time has passed. The fortress is quiet. I believe that most of the garrison has gone to sleep, which plays in our... Favor.
That's a wonderful plan! No passageways! But we need some weapons.
Exactement. To have a proper piece of steel in my hand again. Preferably Milanese, although I would be satisfied with something local.
Thanks, Henry. I feel better already.
A nice piece. And what do you have for me? Merci mille fois. Now I will show them just what a Cavalier Vauquelin Brabant is.
Good work, Henry. What now?
I'll go ahead and scout it out. When there's a suitable moment, I'll let you know and you can head out.
And how will you let us know?
Well, the stables can be seen from the entrance hall. If you signal us with a torch from next to the horses, we'll head towards you.
Agreed. Good idea. Wait for my light.
But you must be absolutely certain that the way is clear. If you have any doubt, do not risk our lives. Better to come back to us, and we shall go together.
True. And if we don't hear from you or see your signal for a long time, we'll try to make it on our own.
Précisément. We cannot sit here forever.
Right. Got it. I'm off.
Brabant, keep watch by the stairway. I'll go to the window and wait for Henry's signal.
I think it would be better if you watch the stairs.
Why's that?
You are younger. You have better hearing.
You said you once discovered a dozen English spies. So you can surely handle one stairway.
I discovered them because I smelled them from a distance. You see?
The horses are here. As soon as it's safe, I should give Capon the signal. forces are here. As soon as it's safe, I should give Capon the signal. Well, that's that. Now I just need to wait for Capon. Lord Jesus Christ, stand by our side.
I must admit, mes amis, the last time I have had such a suspense was when I was rescuing the King of France.
We, monsieur, were surely brave, and fortune favors the brave. Yeah! Free at last!
Thank you for coming for me, Henry. You're a great friend. The best I could wish for.
After today, you may also count me among your friends. I, Vauquelin Brabant, chevalier, aventurier et voyageur. I'm at your service, mon brave Henri. And I have an excellent idea. In your honor, I shall name my new horse after...
Horses are here. As soon as it's safe, I should give Capon the signal. Well, that's that. Now I just need to wait for Capon. Lord Jesus Christ, stand by our side. Not yet. First, I have to get Sir Hans to the horses.
I must admit, mes amis, the last time I had such a suspense was when I was rescuing the King of France.
Vive, monsieur! You were surely brave! And fortune favors the brave! Yeah! Free at last!
Thank you for coming for me, Henry. You're a great friend. The best I could wish for.
After today, you may also count me among your friends. I, Vauquelin Brabant, chevalier, aventurier et voyageur. I'm at your service, mon brave Henri. And I have an excellent idea. In your honor, I shall name my new horse after you.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Vacula.
My name is Vauquelin.
Vauquelin?
Vauquelin. Vauquelin.
Vauquelin... would you mind if I just call you Brabant?
Brabant. En.
Brabant?
Que peut-on y faire? It will have to do. Do not concern yourself, mon ami. Clearly, you are not tenant in any art or conversation. But at least you have courage and other skills. You carried out the entire operation truly brilliantly. I could not have done it much better myself. And look, mon ami, how the fresh air suits Monsieur Chapon. He has finally stopped drawing in self-pity.
What self-pity, damn it? I was locked up for days in a tiny stinking room.
Ah, come now, mon cher. Luck was simply not on your side for once. That is all. Now we are finally free. The time has come for grand deeds. I did not waste my time in captivity. I fought everything over diligently. Listen.
Please, I'd prefer not to.
What's troubling you, Sir Hans?
What do you think? It all turned to shit again, and I ended up in captivity. I'm thankful at least that Hanush won't have to pay von Bergov a ransom for me. I'd never live that down. But I'll still have to listen to another lecture from him about how useless I am. Or do you have a different feeling about our Trotsky mission?
True. Not everything went according to plan. Actually, almost nothing went to plan. But at least I finally got revenge on Istvan. That Horston got what he deserved. Believe me.
My Christ, you got Istvan! That's welcome news. No one will miss that fucker. Nice work, but I don't think that'll help me much with Hanush.
Jobst is hatching his plans. Soon we'll kick Sigismund out of this country, and I think the bold Sir Hans will still have a chance to prove himself.
Mais oui! I must meet your Jobst de Moravie. I have some clever ideas about how to strike against Le Roi Sigismund.
Yeah, you go and chat with Jobst. At least I can get good and drunk in the meantime. We should spur the horses on. God knows, they might be hot on our heels. Yeah! Christ, wounds. Such destruction and havoc.
War. Monsieur Chapon, you have yet to participate in a real battle. But I fought against les Valaques at Naples, and les Anglais in Bourgogne. And that is how war looks, whether in Italy or La Bohème. It is always the same.
That's not war. It's barbarism. What value did this village have?
Eh bien, I would estimate 5 courtyards. Annual revenues could be perhaps, several hundred groschen.
That's not what I meant, Bacalin. No fortress. Maybe one fortified courtyard. Practically insignificant militarily. That's not how war should be fought. This is unjust.
Do not give way to sentimentality, monsieur. A village could harbor spies and saboteurs or supply the enemy, and destroying enemy assets is an effective tool of war. Wars are not decided only in battles. There are not even many of those. To strike in the rear, make the enemy lose and bleed. That is how most conflicts are fought. However, wait a year or two, the village will be settled. The population will increase again. That is how it always happens.
But we're the nobility. Our task is to lessen the chances of such things happening.
You're right, Hans. We must find allies and put a stop to it as soon as possible, so we can save as much as we can.
Yes. But we failed in Trotsky. And now this is our punishment.
I see that short captivity has turned you into a philosopher, Lord Capon. You should apply to the Faculty of Arts before the muse lifts you again.
Here!
This pair of scoundrels.
I fucked everything up.
Oh, get up, lad. Everyone makes mistakes. Only a better man owns up to them. At least we know now what kind of vermin we're dealing with.
What brings you here? We just escaped from Malashov, and right now
There's no time for haste. One thing at a time, my boy. Word reached Rattay that you pair got yourselves into a nice mess. I'm glad to see you both in one piece. So, let's hear it. What happened?
It's best if Henry tells you. I wasn't around for half of it.
No sooner had we spied Trotsky on the horizon than everything started to go to hell. We made camp by a pond with the intention of heading for the castle at first light, only we were ambushed by bandits in the evening. They killed all our men and took everything they could carry, including the letter for von Berghoff.
And how did you two manage to get out alive?
Just by a stroke of good luck. We were both in a bad way. We might not have made it if a local herb woman hadn't taken care of us.
Only after that, we couldn't get into the castle, though. We looked like a pair of beggars.
And the bastards treated us as such.
But you did get into Trotsky in the end, didn't you?
Von Berghoff received us and heard us out. It seemed like he was on our side. We even helped him out several times. Until we found out he was just stringing us along. It all came out after we set out with von Bergov's men to deal with the bandits who were rampaging in his domain. The same ones who attacked us at the start.
Only they ambushed us and took me and Henry captive for ransom.
But it turned out these very outlaws are on our side. They're fighting for King Wenceslas on the orders of Sokol of Lamberg.
Well, I'll be damned.
So von Bergov has been the real enemy all this time. And Zizka is actually our ally.
Zizka? Zizka? He's the captain of those outlaws. That name doesn't ring a bell.
I think you'll meet him soon enough.
What impression did he make on you?
He's some impoverished yeoman. But he's handy in a battle, and he helped us when we needed it.
He made quite an impression on me, for one. I'll be happy to see him again. But if only it didn't have to be in Rabosh. Why Rabosh? Of all the places...
We're riding to a gathering of King Wenceslas's supporters. If fortune favors us, the future fate of the kingdom will be decided there.
If we keep standing around here gabbing about it, it'll be decided without us.
Patience, my friend. This pair have just returned from the clutches of the enemy. No doubt they have something to tell us.
Like how in the devil did you manage to escape?
I was helped by the Ruthard family, the former rulers of Malashov, in exchange for dealing with some trouble they had with Ulrich of Hradec.
Ulrich Vavak? But he's the mint master.
Well, he won't be for long, if it comes to light that he's been putting his sticky fingers on the royal silver.
It seems you've been pretty busy.
But don't forget to say what you found out from von Bergov in Malashov.
Sigismund has convened the city council. Markvart von Aulitz will be there with him, too. The word is, Sigismund is going to make an important announcement there.
He picked a nice time for it. But at least he won't be sticking his nose into what's going on around.
An awful lot has happened in the last few days. Really looking forward to my bed.
I'm sure you are, son. But we really can't let that council assembly slip by. Young Lord Capon will go with us to Rabosh, but you'll have to return to the city right away and try to worm your way into the town hall.
What? How can I get in there? I can't just walk in off the street.
You've got the dirt on Vavak, and you don't know how to use it? Just tell him either he gets you into the council chamber, or you get him on the gallows.
It's worth a try, right?
I hope that assembly really is important. If Sigismund is just going to announce an increase in taxes, there's not much point in my being there.
Well, at least you can enjoy watching the long faces of the councillors when they hear it. And don't worry, I'll eat and drink in Rabosh on your behalf.
If I come back and find you there under lock and key again, I'll leave you to rot.
T'inquiète. I will go as well, and I will not let your friend out of my sight.
Hans? Who's this?
Vaclin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo, at your service.
He was a captive of Lord von Bergov's, like me. He defended Kuttenberg against Sigismund.
In that case, he'll be a welcome guest at Rabosh.
You don't know what you're promising, Baron. Watching Sir Hans is a job and a half.
The main thing is to watch out for yourself, Henry. As soon as you can do so without raising suspicion, come and join us.
He'll manage it, but now we really need to hit the road.
Safe travel, Henry.
Adieu et bonne chance!
And to you. Hopefully we'll meet soon. I ought to go and see Rosa when I'm in town. No doubt she'd like to know how it went with that book.
Mart! Look what I have for you.
You're my doggy, eh? Dick!
Show you! Wanker! You son of a bitch! Up to it! Go bastard!
What? Fuck off. No one talks to me like that.
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit!
Dick!
Wanker!
You're in for an ass-kicking, you piece of shit!
I surrender!
No surrender! It's a wonder you're still standing.
Go! Ka! Whoa!
You should see the Sawbones. You don't look good at all. Good morning.
Why do you live so far away from the village?
I lived here with my husband. May he rest in peace. Peter worked in the forest. Folks from Miss...
You said your husband worked in the forest.
Aye, Peter, and that's what...
What do the locals...
I know about her, and there's the soul...
Wouldn't you rather...
I'd rather be alone. Well,
Listen carefully, Grandma. I heard something interesting.
what would that be?
The fox is in the henhouse.
Well, it's about time someone came. I was getting worried. Are you new? Why didn't Otter come?
It's my turn to pick up the supplies. Otter is a bit busy today. He even forgot to tell me where to take the stuff.
Oh, that's just like him. I hope he's not getting into any trouble.
I wouldn't know.
All right. Here's what we'll do. Here are some healing potions and a bit to eat. The lads are camped out in the woods west of here, so take it to them. And tell Otter to come by sometime.
I will.
And if he's in hiding or something, what's this dog doing here?
Quick!
What in God's name happened here?
Came to finish me off, you bastard.
Calm down. I'm on your side. Vlasta sent me. What happened here?
We were ambushed. You've got to help me, man. I pulled it out, but...
There's a lot of blood. But the wound isn't so deep. We need to stop the bleeding first.
And how are you going to do that?
Give me your belt. We need to strangulate the leg closer to the heart. Then I'll clean the wound and take a proper look at it.
Thank you.
It'll take a while. Try not to move.
Thanks, Henry.
Can you stand up?
Aye, it's better now.
Well, if your guardian angel's name is Vlasta, and she makes ointments in Miskovitz, then I.
Ah, good old Vlasta. Wait, do you hear that? Wolves!
Oh, shit. They must have followed us. Can you defend yourself?
It's not like I have a choice. Get him! Bloody scavengers.
You all right?
Aye, but I have to do something to repay you. This is the second time you've saved my life. Our little rebellion is over. But I still have some groschen that we stole from Sigismund. I have them stashed in a jug, hidden on a cliff near Miskovitz.
What are you gonna do now?
I have relatives living near Sedlitz. I'll hide out there.
I originally started looking for your group to offer an alliance. I'm from Jan Žižka's retinue. We want to put King Wenceslas back on the throne. You could join us.
Well, it's a shame you didn't get here sooner. As you can see, there's no one left.
Well, at least you can still join us.
With my leg like this. Look, yesterday I'd have said something else, but I can't anymore. I'm done fighting. You see all those dead fellas? It was me who roused them to become rebels. I don't want any more
Vlasta was worried about you. Maybe you could hide at her place.
No way. I'd just be inviting trouble to give her my thanks.
We better get out of...
Aye. I hope you succeed in bringing peace back to these lands. God be with you.
Better not forget about that council assembly. Quick! Whoa!
Are you looking for something? Good day.
I'm back.
What's the matter?
It's bad.
Good God!
Otter is the only survivor.
Thank God.
He asked me to give you his thanks.
He's a good lad.
He said he needed to hide.
Hopefully, he can come back. It's rather... I'm glad. One sip.
Thank you.
Take care, my friend. Wouldn't it be best if you left? Something might go missing, and then there'll be trouble. Are you looking for something?
Easy. I ought to go and see Rosa. She'll be expecting me. I mustn't forget about the city council.
What way you going?
Whoa!
What brings you here?
Easy. Good horse.
Mind where you're going.
Good men, so you can avoid danger. Hear what I say about
Whoa!
Careful.
By the way, like you were saying about that book,
My favorite book.
as I wandered through the fortress, I stumbled and there it lay. Red leather, gold inlay.
You really found it. By the way, did you have any time to leaf through it and see what it's about?
I read a bit of it.
What did you think?
Well, the author doesn't spare anyone. I wonder if he holds anything at all sacred.
Sure he does. Courage, honor, loyalty. A writer is interested because it's much more...
Hold on. Who wrote this then?
I did. Look, You've never thought about writing something?
Me? And what would I write?
How should I know?
That's a tempting notion.
Wouldn't you want to at least give it a try?
I suppose I'm not quite sure where you're going with this.
There are still a few blank pages left, so we could finish writing it together.
That sounds great.
We'll have plenty of light and privacy in my chambers.
My pleasure.
How should I start?
You haven't thought of anything yet?
Now, I have many...
Both?
Just tell me. I'll take careful...
Well, being a man myself, a man, I suppose.
Why not? And what kind of a man is he?
You mean I have to think up a name?
You don't need to, but try to describe him so I can better imagine him. With a single word, even.
There've already been enough heroes, saints, kings, and martyrs. So an ordinary person.
That's 2 words, but I'll forgive you. And do you want it to be an ordinary villain or an ordinary do-gooder?
Make him a do-gooder. But he can also have some bad traits to make it believable.
Very well. And what kind?
What if he were a bit of a womanizer? But a decent fella otherwise.
And that strikes you as an excusable bad trait? I will engage in no such defense.
He could be born with his foot in his mouth. I know many such. They blurt something out, and only then think about it.
That's a good idea. His mouth gets him into trouble, but in the end, also out of it. That would be a joy to write. Well, just about finished.
Well, let's have a look.
Not yet. Something's missing.
What?
A picture. I don't trust myself with proper illumination, but I think I can handle a sketch. Especially if you'll be my model.
What? And what on earth do I have to do?
Have you ever seen a heron? Imitate one.
A heron? Well, maybe like this?
Well, now we're done.
Oh, finally. I'm sore all over.
Your suffering is over. Come take a look at what we've done. Your reward. Fear not, the ink has already dried. So what about that story of ours? Tell me your impression.
I haven't read it yet.
Well, go make amends. Read it. I want to hear what you think. Book won't be getting any more done. So what about that story?
I haven't read it yet.
Well, go make amends. Don't worry. You can blame me for all...
By the way, as I wandered, and there
You really...
I read.
Sure, because
Hold on.
I did. Look,
Me?
how should I know?
That's a tempting.
Wouldn't... There's...
That's
We'll have...
my pleasure.
Hmm.
You haven't
Now?
both.
Just... I'll take...
There are
Or...
so,
Tell me...
no.
I was hoping for something a bit...
Well, what else could come to mind with you standing here before me?
Oh, come now. Tell me instead about the fate...
There are few enough happy endings in.
I agree. I'll put...
Well,
Not yet.
what?
A picture. Especially...
What?
Imagine a beauty... Well... Now...
Fine.
Your suffering is over. This book won't be getting any more done. So what about that story of ours?
Too bad there aren't more books like this. If there were, I might end up turning into a scholar.
Really? I'll take that as the highest possible compliment. And what about the sketch? For such a
Oh, it's pretty, really. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
I know I'm no master illuminator, but otherwise, I think we can be quite satisfied. And thank you for the help. I really...
Well, so... And for that matter, you're an interesting girl, and I'd like to get to know you a little better.
No beating around the bush. How about that? Please do stop by sometime. Perhaps I can show you my collection of hunting trophies.
You said you could...
If you ask nice...
Very well then, Lady Know-It-All.
That That depends on what you're into, or if you prefer actions. But I warn you in advance. So,
I'd like you to you shoot.
I prefer.
Will you teach? Could you teach me something?
Of course, but I warn. So,
I'd like to. What's that?
you'd.